Hello and welcome to my tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to try and explain the different ways you can present your website, i.e. the control and the layout, the look and the feel. It's pretty easy. You can see here I've had a website set up for the purposes of this demonstration. tutorial.clansite.us. I actually have my own theme running right now, and in this video I'm going to explain what blocks are and how to control them. These are blocks. This is a reception block. This is a game zone. It's a server block displaying the stats of a server live. We can see it's full of 49 or 49 players. We can see the player names, etc. Here we have the arcade, which is a center block. This here is a right block. These are all right blocks. They don't have to be right blocks, it's just that they're on the right, so we call them right blocks. And the same for the left blocks. To make it easier for you to see the changes taking place, I'm going to work in two web browsers. So in this web browser, Internet Explorer, I'm just going to be a standard visitor, not logged in, just as it is. And in Firefox, I'm going to log in as admin, so I can change the blocks. Here we are at the administration panel. Click block interface here or block administration here. They both lead to the same place. This is the block interface. It's written in Ajax, it's all drag and drop. It's nice and easy, no coding, no HTML. Let me explain the different areas. Here are the left blocks. We can see this here, administration, navigation. We can see here, admin navigation, submissions, submissions. And these are the left blocks. We can see L1, L2, L3, so forth. Here is center blocks. And these are in the center, but there's two types. You have center up and center down. Any content that you've got displayed on your home page, like for example news stories or whatever module you decide to place in your home page, these blocks will appear above or below that module loaded into your home page. At the moment there isn't any blocks in below the module that's loaded into the home page, only above. So to start with, I'm going to drag the arcade block and drop into the center down. I'm also going to remove the top posters and replace that with supporters. I'm going to put it at the bottom. The closed block area here is for blocks that are closed, blocks that aren't visible, blocks that aren't doing anything, blocks that you don't want to appear, you just put here. It's not like a recycle bin, it's just a place to store your blocks that are inactive. After you make any changes in here, you must always remember to click the commit button so that this information is saved back to the database. So I'm going to commit my changes. Go back to Internet Explorer, where I'm just a regular visitor. Refresh the page. Now at the moment we have the shout box loaded as our homepage module, and we can now see that the website arcade was before above the shout box. Now it is below the shout box. We can see the supporters block that I dragged in, and we can also see the block that I moved over to the right hand side. It really is that easy to control the actual block layout. Now, you could, if you wanted to, remove all the right blocks to create a more traditional looking website. Simply dragging the blocks across, committing the changes, and we'll refresh in an Explorer to see what that looks like. And now we have a more traditional layout. We could, if we wanted to, just display the center blocks. Some people do say that if it's too complicated, too many blocks, etc. In this scenario, simply remove all the blocks from the left hand side, except of course administration and submissions, because we will need to see them for site tasks. These will only be displayed when you are logged in as an admin, so a normal user or a member will never see these two blocks. These are only visible to administrators. So I'll commit the changes, and now we'll have just center blocks being displayed. Doesn't look very good, but if that's what you want, that's what you can do. We still have the navigation buttons in the header to navigate around the site, but we have lost quite a lot of functionality. And I can't think of anything else to say.